back in time to 1936 when Creed created a perfume blend for King Edward VIII, the Duke of Windsor. A blend of British gin, Scottish pine, Canadian cedar, and Jamaican lime. This amazing composition was relaunched in 2009 as a limited edition called Windsor and has been very sought after ever since. Well, the wait is finally over. From the House of Creed, I bring you Royal Mayfair. Coming up next. Hello Fracom, Max Forte to bring you another review. As you see from the title below, this is none other than the exclusive review of Creed's Royal Mayfair, guys. Yes, it's here. It's finally here. Everybody long waited for this juice ever since 2009 when Windsor was limited edition and, slowly was, getting harder and harder to find, and people were dropping hundreds of dollars to get a bottle. Here it is. Without any further ado, let me get into the background of the company. Now, please refer to my other Creed videos such as Aventus and Royal Oud for more detailing depth of the Creed's background. But I'll give you a compacted version this time. So Creed, as we all know, is a father and son company passed down from generations to generations. Started in England in 1760, founded by James Henry, is one of the most prominent and sought after niche fragrance houses in the world today, with over 70 offerings in their fragrance database. And, for the most part now, I think from the last 10 years or so, I think Erwin Creed has helped his father, Olivier, tremendously in producing some of the latter compositions, such as Original Santal, Royal Oud, Aventus, and probably, I'm sure his hand was also in this, his hand and nose were probably in this composition as well. So the presentation, guys, it's an amazing presentation, as we all come to know and love from the House of Creed, and the Beast sprayer. The bottle is very beautiful. It has this almost velvet-like label, and the sprayer is amazing, and just amazing art that goes behind these Poche bottles. Just beautiful fragrance altogether, guys. The room just smells fantastic now. So the price point and bottle sizes for this particular composition, it's offered in a slew of sizes, thank goodness. Okay, so you can get this in a 30 ml for $240, 75 ml for $360, 120 ml for $475 like this, 250 flacon for $650, or a 500 ml flacon for $935. Definitely a pricey, not one that is easy to attain. This is one of the priciest of Creed's offered. I think right behind a Royal Service, which I think is $1,750. I think these are the priciest that Creed has in stock right now. Overall release and perfumery and those behind it, as I said before, this was released in 2015, just now in the month of July, and the nose behind it's Olivier Creed. And this is pretty much as far as like the release of this fragrance. The application and best time to wear, guys. I think this is a great performing fragrance, and I think this is one of the most exquisite rose fragrances I ever come across. Okay, this is definitely unisex, very unique. I'd say 2 to 4 sprays, on the chest or pressure points, and you're set. This one is great for evening wear, going out, classy dress-up events. I would not wear this casual or daily wear, or as a signature scent for that matter, especially for the price. In seasons, I would probably do fall, winter, and early spring. And then evenings, and if you like going into a controlled environment, like in the summertime, if there's AC, definitely wear this out. It's gonna be amazing. Age groups, I'd say definitely, more mature individual, either male or female, 25 or older for this, okay? Classification is a woody floral aromatic, and the notes breakdown are as follows. The top notes are British gin, Jamaican limes, and a touch of Scottish Highland pine. The mid notes, you're going to get fragrant Duke of Windsor roses, and the base you're going to get Bohemian oranges, Canadian cedar, and Australian eucalyptus. Amazing scent, guys. Summary of the scent, guys. Okay, so what you get with this beautiful, luscious composition, you're going to get a very nice rose embellished by rich fruit accords and some booziness and a real beautiful aromatic woods in the background. This is a very unique and exquisite scent. This is one-of-a-kind composition, fit for kings, literally. So Royal Mayfair opens up with a slightly medicinal eucalyptus mixed with natural smelling pine. At the very top, Royal Mayfair smells like a really nice piney forest with eucalyptus, almost medicinal, guys. And then you get the gin. The booziness comes through, mixed in with the pine and the eucalyptus, giving you this really nice, very unique. People compare this to Vic Vapor Rub, but I think this is a lot better than that. And you get this alcohol-tinged sort of gin. Not the one that you get with Luminist by Frappant. This is rather more true to the note. You get like a woodsy juniper, perhaps more comparable to like the juniper aspects of like Acqua di Parma's Ginepro di Sardegna, okay? If you don't like medicinal scents, you're probably not going to love this one, but I really like the uniqueness and exquisiteness of this Royal Mayfair composition, okay? And then, after 20 minutes or so, about a half an hour into the composition, then it really gets interesting. You're going to get a lot of the woods come into play. You're going to get the beautiful rose, really nice, giving a beautiful rosy scent with that pine, the gin, and then the limes with the oranges and the cedar and the eucalyptus just makes this amazing composition that's so inviting, so comforting, so cozy, yet so sophisticated and elegant. This is, stood the test of time. This was created in the 30s, and it's still an amazing scent today. This is a timeless piece, guys. This one here, if I had to compare this to Windsor, I think this is definitely a bit fresher, more wearable than Windsor. I think Windsor is darker. Even the juice was darker in Windsor. I think this is a more controlled composition, if you will. And if you weren't a fan of Windsor, I think you should definitely check this one out and give it a try. You may be surprised. This to me is an amazing scent, guys. Final rating, guys. Presentation, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. This is the nicest presentation around. Creed does well with the bottles. It's beautiful. The sprayer is phenomenal. Just beautiful through and through, okay? The scent itself, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. This is one of a kind, royal smelling, fit for a king or a queen. Definitely amazing scent. Projection, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. You're going to get 3+ hours of really good projection. Longevity, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. You're going to get 10+ hours easily. Okay? Versatility, you're going to get 4 out of 5. This is unisex, definitely great for cooler months and even in wear. Due to the price tag, I would not use this as a signature scent. Okay? That's why I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 for versatility. But it's really versatile. Uniqueness, 5 out of 5. This is very unique. Very exclusive, amazing, exquisite rose, one of the best rose scents I've ever smelled, period. Alright, compliment factor, this was a little points here, about 3.5 out of 5, not much, but I did get a couple compliments when I was wearing this with a suit and tie, dressed up, one of the events I attended to, so definitely good for compliments, I haven't experienced, extensively with this, but 3.5 is not too bad for the 4 or 5 times that I wore this, okay? So the overall and final rate, guys, I have to give this a 5. This is a must-have in your collection, a must-have in your arsenal. This is a masterpiece, guys. Creed, you've done it again. Let me know if you have smelled this, if you have put your nose on this fragrance. Let me know what you think about it. Did you like it? What you think about comparing this to Windsor, the 2009 composition. Give me your thoughts. I'd love to hear it. Please drop down your comment. Let me know what you think about it. If you're a guy, if you're a gal, let me know if you like this fragrance. If you don't like it, I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. So that's it, guys. That's my review, my take on the amazing Royal Mayfair by the House of Creed. Guys, you can call the Creed Boutique 212-439-7777. Ask for Louis, for Rodney, and tell them Max Forte sends you, and they'll take care of you. This is available now in stock, limited quantities. I think these are going to sell out pretty quickly before they can actually replenish the store. So if you do want to get a bottle and secure one for yourselves, give them a call. 212-439-7777. Again, talk to Louis or Rodney and tell them Max Forte sent you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe for more. And stay tuned, guys. A lot more coming from the channel. From the Emporium of Scents, this was Max Forte. I'll talk to you guys later.